Coming up on NCC News,
a beloved Syracuse star has died.
The primary results are in, but they may not be final for the Democratic candidates. NCC reporter Hearns Laguerre has the full story.
And this is Maddie Stussman reporting live from Berry Park, where the weather is absolutely gorgeous outside.
Good afternoon and welcome to NCC News Live at 4. I'm Maddie Olskevich.
And I'm Paola Sudo. Let's get right to our top story.
We start with some sad news. Former Syracuse University basketball player Dwayne Pearl Washington passed away this morning at the age of 52.
Washington had been diagnosed with a brain tumor last summer. Now this morning, Jim Boeheim paid tribute to the legendary basketball star.
The only player that I've ever kind of watched during a game instead of watching what I'm supposed to be watching.
Former Syracuse basketball players have also been expressing their thoughts online this morning, writing about memories they had with Washington.
These memories included his buzzer-beating half-court shot his freshman year against Boston College.
To the people that know me the best, the people of New York, when they give us this kind of a vote, and it's just incredible.
In this campaign, we've won in every region of the country.
The race to victory in New York these past 2 weeks has been heating up and the results are in. Front-runners Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump won over the state of New York in yesterday's primary elections. Onondaga County had the most voters in the New York presidential primary election than in any other presidential primary in the past 16 years. In Onondaga County, more than 70,300 voters, consisting of 39% active Democrats and 39% of active Republicans, were present.
New York election officials reported that yesterday's voter turnout was unusually high.
In addition to that, according to Attorney General Eric Schneiderman, the voter complaint was 4 times higher than it was in 2012.
NCC's political expert Hearns Laguerre Jr. tells us how voters ran into difficulties at the polls.
New York isn't always a competitive state when it comes to the presidential primaries. However, yesterday was a high turnout, met obstacles due to voters' confusion about New York registration rules.
New York voters had to stay alert for important days for the primary.
He had already started climbing out of the plane, and there were 2 of them on the ground when I got there, and the one that I tended to was actually on fire. His clothing, what was left of his clothing, was still burning, and he was trying to roll, and he was actually rolling in dry grass, which was catching on fire.
According to authorities, 3 people injured in a plane crash have been identified. The plane took off Monday evening in Westmoreland and crashed shortly after on Lowell Road. Oneida County Sheriff's Office identified the victims as Amanda Odell, John Balow, and James Kaspersky. Balow and Kaspersky still remain in critical condition, according to the Sheriff's Office. The reason behind the crash is still under investigation.
The New York State Department of Environmental Conservation announced they are awarding $1.8 million in grants for 55 nonprofits across the state. They are giving these grants in the hope of protecting New York's natural resources and wildlife reserves. The grants announced range from $80,000 to $2,750.
A 19-year-old Oneida man is facing felony drug-related charges following a joint narcotics investigation. According to police, Sean Thurston was selling drugs within 1,000 feet of a school. Thurston was charged on April 15th and brought to the Madison County Jail on $25,000 cash or $50,000 bail bond. Additional charges are pending.
Syracuse head coach Dino Babers held a meeting with players Tuesday morning to discuss safety measures after 2 players were stabbed on Saturday. Nashawn Howard, a former Orange defense back, was arrested for assaulting 2 players with a pocket knife on SU's South Campus. According to Syracuse.com, during the meeting, Babers told the players not to wear any SU gear in public places to stay safe. Babers, however, denied ever saying that Wednesday morning and added that he told the players to wear their uniforms loud and proud, but to have common sense with the things they do in life.
The Department of Environmental Conservation has issued red flag fire warnings today. These warnings have been issued in several parts of New York State due to dry conditions and rising temperatures. According to the DEC, residential brush burning is prohibited through May 14th to prevent wildfires. Violators are subject to both criminal and civil offenses with a minimum fine of $500.
Now let's go to weather correspondent Maddie Stessman live from Berry Park for an NCC News weather update. Maddie?
Thank you, Paula. Well, I wish you both were out here with me now. It's absolutely.
And coming up on NCC News,
the Michigan Attorney General announces charges against 3 people connected to the Flint water crisis. Find out who after the break.
another car company admits to fudging the numbers on vehicle testing. Find out if your car could be affected.
And Central New York loves their pets. Find out how the Liverpool Public Library is helping out our furry friends.
We'll be right back.
Hyundai is recalling thousands of Sonata sedans because of a steering problem. The automaker says there is a problem that can cause power steering units to fail. This can make the car hard to control. The recall covers Sonata sedans in the U.S. built from December 2009 and October 2010. Owners can call Hyundai for more information.
Now, economics professor Don Dukowski joins us in studio this afternoon. Thank you so much for being here.
My pleasure.
Thank you. So actually, yesterday I went to the convenience store and I saw that there were men razor cartridges priced for $14.99 and women cartridges, the same brand, for $18.49. That's almost $3 more. Now, why does this drastic difference exist?
My strong sense is the razor cartridges cost roughly the same amount to make for men and women, so I don't think it's in the cost. I simply think that women demand more razor cartridges than men.
Thanks for watching.